welcome everybody to another great Tech Tuesday. I have the awesome and my good friend, William Kerbox, live from Daytona Beach, Florida. Place where I'd like to be. That's definitely for sure. Hi, Bill. Good morning.
Crandall, how are you, buddy? Happy to
doing
be
great.
here. We got something exciting to talk about today, and you're going to be the guy that breaks it out there, because I think everybody on Tech Tuesday needs to know what the heck's going on. How can they make business, do business in this changing market? What's different?
Okay, so you're fresh off of Las Vegas EXPCon. What were the big takeaways for you? And let me rephrase that. What is the one big takeaway for you? And I know you had many, but respecting everybody's time of 30 minutes, what was the one big thing that you want to share with us today on Tech Tuesday?
I feel that the overall context, I call it the CPR, context, purpose, result. We didn't need a purpose or result, but the context of it, and especially with recruiting and frankly, real estate business in general, is stop selling, right? Kinder and Reese and Cheplack and other people have really, they've done a lot of the heavy lifting before many agents, because there's not a huge amount of agents that are recruiting. And of course, everybody's trying to figure out how to be successful in today's market. But they talked about contribution. They talked about content. They talked about, bringing value. I mean, get out into the neighborhood and start to bring value, because you have to ask yourself this. I know everybody wants to do video and they do this. Hi, I'm so great. And here's my dog. But at the end of the day, people are busy. They're very busy, right? And now you're being bombarded with, political stuff, and you got your own problems at home. What are you going to do to bring value to these people? So I felt that the overall message was excellent. I think that we all need to have a track record of people that are not recruiting, right? Watch the model explain. How many minutes did you watch? I'll call you in 10 minutes when you finish the video. I think that kind of thing is over. It gave us kind of a black eye, and it's time to resettle and restructure the idea of sharing this great thing that we have, because I know we all agree this is a life-changing thing.
I like it. I like it. Tell us
sales
more.
Pitching. That's it. So that being said, I was fortunate enough to go by the KvCore booth. By the way, I've been on KvCore for about 12 years. And I spoke with Arshad, and he was one of the top guys there. And we made a video of the new 360 home. So for those of you who are not aware of what we're talking about, first of all, KvCore, if you're not on it, get on it. If you're using it, use it more. The value in there for buyers and sellers is fantastic. And by the way, just a quick little tip while we're there. If you scroll down on your KvCore website, you're going to find the areas you serve. Try and click on one of those. It's an updated market report that you can use in a huge way. Send it out on your mail, text it, email. It doesn't require any login or password. It doesn't require that they buy anything, but it's going to tell them everything that's happening in their neighborhood. Okay, so that being said, that is already existing. What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at how EXP with our fearless leader, Glenn, have created a mobile app. Now, what is a mobile app? If you in the olden days, so to speak, maybe a couple of years ago, everybody wanted to build their little app, right? Problem is, the clients really didn't want a new app. They're busy. They're going to Zillow. They're going to Redfin. They're going to Trulia. But now, built right into your KvCore, you're going to be able to get a link and an actual mobile site that is going to be delivered to everybody that you know. Certainly start off with your past clients, send it out put the link in your email signature. And so it's good. I wish I could say that I know everything about it, but I'm going to let you hear it from him. So I'm going to share my screen right now. I'm going to put that optimized sound. Hopefully this will be good. And let's kick this off right now. First, do you see this okay, Frank? Everybody?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's see. Let's get this going. Here we go.
Introduce you guys to 360 Home. This is a consumer-facing app. We are launching today at KvCore, and we click OK, got it. This is 360 Home. So it is an iPhone, iOS, Android app that you'll have for your consumer-facing. Let me click into it. Your consumers will download it. They'll be able to launch it. They'll sign in, and they'll see you as their agent. So the first thing they'll be able to do when they sign in is they can add their address, and guess what? We'll give them their home valuation. Similar to other apps on the market, it's very popular for consumers to want to go in and know, hey, how much is my property worth? But unlike other apps on the market, we don't give you a computer algorithm. We don't say, here's your address, here's what it's worth. We do it like an agent does. So if I go to Bill here and I say, hey, what's my property worth? You know what Bill is gonna do? He's gonna go and do a CMA. He's gonna pull up comparables for me. This is what the app does. So John here is gonna put in his address and it's gonna say, hey, look, your property is worth $980 to $1.1 million. Here's the comparables in the network that is worth that property. I can go in as a consumer and say, look, this 2217 1800 East Street, this one's whack. I don't want it. It is no good. It's going to say, no, that is not a good comparison, and it's going to readjust the comparable for my property.
Nice.
So that's one great feature of this home. We're also included our KvCore special market reports that you get all the time. It's built into this app. We also have an app-based search. So here I can go in as my consumer. I can click search. I can search by area, address, city, neighborhood, and say, hey, okay, here we go. Here's my city. It's a GPS map-based search. I can go in and say, hey, here's the listings available. I can say, okay, which ones are new, which ones are price reduced, 3-2 or whatever. The cool thing here, different from any other search, is we said, let's approach this as an agent would. So if Bill here's my agent and I said, hey, my budget is $900,000. Bill here, being a good agent, would be like, if I find you a listing that's 901, 902, 903, would you want to see it? Bill would say yes, because Bill's a great agent. So we've approached that same thing in a search. If I put my budget in, it's 900,000. Here's my max. It's going to tell me, if you increase it slightly, here's another additional 12 listings.
Nice.
If I increase my minimum bedrooms or my minimum bathrooms slightly, here's additional listings, right? The other thing we're doing, which is very different from searches on the market, where if I went to another property search site and I said, this house has to have a view, a pool, and a 2-car garage, it's going to filter my listings to ones that have a view, a pool, and a 2-car garage. That's all it's going to show me. What we do with KvCore and what we do with 360 Home is we do an end-or. So preferences versus requirements. Requirements will show me listings that only have those 3. Preferences will say, hey, look, here are all the listings that have those 3, but by the way, this only has these 2 or this 1. And it's going to tell you, look, only 20% of houses have a pool in this neighborhood. And I can go there and I can say, hey, here's the search, here's my list, here are all the properties. Guess what? Look, my agent is there on every single listing. They can chat with me. It'll attach the listing automatically. It'll send it to KvCore. My agent will have a notification through the KvCore app, and here I go. So let me go to listing. Here's the listing. I can scroll through the pages. I can get the property information. I can talk to my agent. So everything, just like KvCore, we're on the KvCore agent website. I'm seeing every listing my client views, everything they save, every search they create. On the app, it's doing the exact same. Plus, they get to chat with me. So if they're excited about this listing, they can attach it, send it right to me, and here we go, off I go. So this is coming to EXP exclusively on, end of the year, and off we go. It's called 360 Home.
So what does all that mean? Okay, so you've got your KvCore site. Let me come back over here and stop sharing. So the one of the problems I see with people is they take the KvCore website link and they put that in their Instagram bio, or they put it here or that. Don't do that. Clients are not going to use your big old KvCore app. Your website. What they want is break it down. For example, if you Frank works near Roseville. Go into KvCore and pick a search, Roseville homes under 800,000, and that makes a link. Okay. Give the viewer something that they can actually use and get right in. The difference is if you just send your website out there, they're never going to go there. You're in the dodo zone. If you send a link, if you create a link that has an instant value to them, that's great. Watch this. So I could go into Roseville and I could make a link for Roseville foreclosures, Roseville price reduce. Use KvCore the best you can by creating independent searches and use those as your bio and use those as your ads. The difference between the website and the new mobile app, the mobile app has so much more value. It's not clunky like the website. Listen, I'm a big fan of KvCore, but it's only as good as you use it. So guess what? It's October, okay? November, December. A lot of people got their head in the sand right now, right? A lot of people, they're scared. Oh my God, interest rates, they're going. This is the time to go to the next level. So with this new opportunity and this new mindset, take some time and go learn KvCore and start to bring more value, right? If you're in a neighborhood, Roseville, go down below on your KvCore site, grab the Roseville neighborhood report and start putting it out there. It's an unbelievable report. So now I want to talk about one other thing, and it's definitely connected to the mobile site that they're, I don't know when they're going to launch it, Frank, and I will let you know. But what it does is it uses a different set of parameters for the home value. And again, everything is about your ability, your story with this value. If I went to a seller and said, I'm going to, would you like your home value? You're not going anywhere. You say, hey, listen, Frank, I've got something. Nobody else has it. We've got a system. I'm going to send it to you. It updates every 15 minutes. I'm going to give you not a home value, but I'm going to tell you probably pretty close to what your home would sell for. And if you don't like the number, you can actually remove properties and add stuff. It's really the next generation because, Frank, Zillow and all these third-party companies, they're just feeding off of our data. And the problem is, to be candid, they've kind of bungled that. They've used that to get in. God forbid, and this is my conversation to a seller or a buyer, God forbid that you start talking to a Zillow agent, right? Somebody that's trying to sell your house, right? They've never been to the area. They don't know anything. They're buying the leads. And it's the same for the Zillow home value. But understand this, anybody, your clients included, that has gone into Zillow and used the Zestimate, those frickin' people are being marketed to every month from Zillow. Zillow is going after your business. So those of you that are buying leads with hefty numbers from monthly fees for Zillow, or worse, the Flex program taking almost 40%. And by the way, OBO, all of these companies, they keep raising their rates. Redfin just raised their rate to 40%. Now, I'm going to put myself down here a little bit. I've been in real estate for 39 years. No respecting agent at all would ever consider buying a lead from somebody like that. Zillow's got a great system. And I'll close it down with this because I'm probably going a little off track. But I want you to get excited about the mobile app and get back to work and use these tools. But when it comes to communicating to the seller, when you can bring value and differentiate yourself from the Zillow, the Zips, and the Redfin, you're going to have a whole different attitude out there. Hey, listen, these people are trying to homogenize real estate. They 100% are treating agents. Right now, there are agents that I know that are buying leads at 35%. They're paying their broker. They're paying their team member. They could probably make the same amount making coffee at Starbucks. So get out of that. And here's one last little tip. We did an analysis of an agent that was spending $120,000 a month on Zillow, right? That person made a profit of $156,000 a year. Sounds good, doesn't it? Watch this. if you really break down what Zillow is just Google. When you type in Zillow's there, right? But guess what? If you're paying for ads, PPC, connected to a simple link, search homes in Roseville, under $1 million, you can literally be above Google. So a guy and I did the analysis on that same 20,000. That agent would have made an extra $600,000 by doing their own pay per click on Google. So I know you don't want to work. You want Zillow calling you, and you love OBO and Redfin, and you do that. But you know what? Honestly, if you really are a successful realtor, you want to build your brand around your ability to prospect and your ability to bring value. Now you've got a new tool, the mobile app. What are you going to do?
Bill, you definitely brought out the sizzle, the advantages. Let me ask you, for somebody, I am not analytical at all. You are. How verifiable is this app that EXP has introduced?
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is that, I mean, I have taken a look at it in real time, and it's pretty simple. It's not a lot. It's not a lot of detail. The issue is going to be the ability for the agent to know it inside and out. Hello, spend 20 fucking minutes and get to know the app, and then be able to start to deliver it to people. So here's how it works. There's going to be a link in your KvCore. You're going to grab it. It's branded for you. The client can actually use the app without downloading it from the Apple store, right? The app store. But they have a good option to do that. And that's probably a good way. Think about it. If you can get a prospect, a past client, to use this mobile app because they trust it and they like it. So what's the story? The story is, look, guys, the Zips, the Zillow, everybody's trying to be in real estate. And you know what? They're just using our data and they're bungling it. And they're bringing a lot of less quality people. Listen, you wouldn't buy a diamond. You wouldn't buy a diamond on the street corner, right? The minute you're negotiating anything, you want a pro. You need to know your unique value proposition. So let's be honest, that's where we're going with all this. By the way, I have a call with Gene Frederick on Thursday, and I'll send you guys the link. Gene and I are going to, and he's the master. He's the #1 agent organization with EXP. And guess what we're going to be talking about? Just that.
Wow.
Defining your unique value proposition. This is just another tool. So the answer is to be determined, but right now it's time to pick up your game. Do something that is uncomfortable. Get out there and start learning about this stuff and talk to people. I mean, I hate to tell you, it's a great time to get back to work. And I'll leave you with this one last piece. Any link that you have can be made into a QR code. Okay, now watch this. We have to design these, but go and design an amazing mailer that you can walk around the neighborhood and put a huge QR code, picture of the neighborhood, and a dynamic thing, right? You make some radical statement about the mobile app, the most powerful real estate app ever invented. Scan your phone over it and it goes in. Now you've got people you don't know coming into your app because you've made a value proposition that they're interested about, and you've given them a mailer card that's got a QR code. I can tell you, I do this for my clients. We just had one gal did 39 people came on from one mailer. So of course we're excited now. We did it again, but we're getting ready to we're going to put the QR code to the mobile app. So use this tool to get excited and get back to work. Stop writing Zillow a check and go out there and start talking to people about real estate. If you got a stack of these QR code mailers, you're confident. Watch this. I walk up to the front door. Hey, John, Kathy, Bill Kerbox, EXP, don't need a minute of your time. We just did something that's going to change everything. Here you go. Have you ever considered making a move? Get out there and start talking to people. I've made millions of dollars listing expired listings and door knocking. I learned from Mike Ferry. So maybe that's the message here. Get back to work and be personal and bring value.
Bill, I want to thank you for your time.
Got
I
it.
love this.
Excellent.
You are freaking amazing.
Thank you,
And
Frank.
everybody out there, please, if you need to contact Bill for anything, contact me. I'll get you in touch with him. But Bill,
Excellent.
thanks again. And we'll
Got
see
it,
you.
Frank.
We'll see
Aloha,
you
buddy.
next time on Tech
You got it.
Tuesday.
Thanks, everybody. Look forward to it.
Bye.